welcome back. I hope that first day of technical sessions was an engaging and educational experience. Please join me in welcoming Lynn Pickett, Program Manager of the Human Health and Performance Contract at KBR, one of our 2024 Silver sponsors, to the stage to introduce our keynote speaker.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your lunch. It's a great honor to be here today. So again, I'm Lynn Pickett. I'm the Program Manager for the Human Health and Performance Contract at NASA JSC for KBR. So just a couple words about KBR. KBR boasts a robust history of conducting biological and human research in microgravity. Our collaboration with NASA and with CASIS has enabled us to offer vital assistance to space research. We take a lot of pride in delivering cutting-edge solutions and eagerly look forward to seeing where all these achievements lead us in the near future as our NASA endeavors continue and our commercial endeavors continue. I strongly encourage you all to visit our KBR booth in the marketplace while you're here this week at the conference. But right now, it's my great pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, Jinni Meehan. She is the Assistant Director for Space Policy at the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy. Jinni joined OSTP in early 2024, bringing with her an extensive portfolio of civil and commercial space experience. Jinni is on detail from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's National Weather Service, where she has served as the National Space Weather Program Manager since 2018. Providing the coordination needed within NOAA and across the federal government to ensure a space weather-ready nation. For her extensive leadership in interagency and international work, she has received numerous awards, including the Department of Commerce Gold Medal, the National Weather Service Isaac Klein Award, NOAA's Order of Sherman's Lagoon Senior Executive Award, and she has also received a challenge coin from the National Weather Service Director in recognition of excellence. Prior to joining NOAA, Jinni served as a postdoctoral research fellow at the Air Force Institute of Technology and received her PhD in physics from the Utah State University and a bachelor's degree in meteorology from the University of North Carolina in Charlotte. Please join me with a warm welcome for Jinni Meehan.
Great, thank you. It's really great to be with you all. It's a tough act to follow. You know, the astronauts were just live linking, earlier when we were in the room. So I hope to be nearly as interesting as they were. So thank you. It's really a great honor to be with you all today. Okay, so I had the great privilege of leading the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy's civil and commercial space portfolio, where we work to maximize the benefits of science and technology to advance health, prosperity, security, environmental quality, and justice for all of America. All of you are doing extraordinary work to meet these goals as well by harnessing the science and technology in space. Look, y'all, I just assumed this role in February, okay? I'm on detail from the National Weather Service, where I've led the space weather portfolio for several years. I am a space environment expert who only really knew how to protect LEO, our astronauts, our satellites, and critical infrastructure in space and on Earth from the harsh space environment, particularly from solar storms, space weather. So I work in public service for a reason. My mission is to protect life, protect property, and enhance the economy. So this is the approach that I take with everything that I do. So when I first immersed myself in this portfolio, the LEO Science and Technology Interagency Working Group, I responded with you could do what with microgravity? Really? You could do that? Like on the ISS? I was fascinated, but I'm not surprised, right? So as the President of the United States often likes to remind us, science is all about possibilities. And boy, does space offer endless amounts of possibilities. As the space economy expands, it could create value for multiple industries and solve many of the world's most pressing challenges. Space offers a nearly $2 trillion opportunity over the next decade for global economic growth. Space is the backbone of many applications, such as for satellites, for services like broadband television, those of you watching the Olympics, like myself, stars are on purpose, okay? Or GPS, or for which space technology helps companies across industries generate revenues, such as Uber, for example, who relies on communication of satellite signals and chips inside your smartphones to connect drivers and riders and provide directions in every single city. The United States right now is at an inflection point where the convergence of advanced manufacturing and biomanufacturing, artificial intelligence, and the exploitation of microgravity gives rise to opportunities for cutting-edge research and development off the Earth, for the Earth, in areas that are critical, important to bolster the U.S. innovation, the national security, and the economic growth. The space industry is approaching the next frontier. Each week brings news of a major development somewhere in the world. It is because of these reasons that the White House established an interagency working group to take on the science and technology possibilities of low Earth orbit, because there is just so much potential. This multi-agency group coordinates the science and technology policy, strategy, and the federal research and development needed to advance the space-based research and platform access to enable a robust and sustainable ecosystem in LEO. So let's talk about that. At last year's ISS Research and Development Conference, the 3 co-chairs of LEO Interagency Working Group talked with you all at a panel about newly released March of 2023 National Low Earth Orbit Research and Development Strategy, which I'll get to here in a second. This LEO Interagency Working Group at the White House develops and maintains goals for R&D capabilities required of commercially owned LEO platforms, facilitates the engagement with platform providers and federal departments and agencies to ensure such capabilities remain available and/or developed, and supports establishing the priorities and joint efforts in conjunction with the LEO National Lab. In short, working together across the enterprise for the use of LEO for the benefit of all humanity. So a quick reminder, the national plan outlines 5 policy objectives and supporting activities in LEO, which you can see here on the slide, and many of you are already familiar with. This plan demonstrates the United States is committed to advancing research in LEO by leveraging the nation's commercial enterprise to develop the infrastructure needed to grow the space economy. We cannot do this alone. R&D in LEO and beyond has to leverage the academic, the government, and the commercial capabilities to sustain U.S. leadership in space. And since last year's ISSRDC conference, the White House hosted a low Earth orbit research and development workshop, which took place last October of last year. The Biden-Harris administration encourages the use of LEO as a unique environment to address global challenges in science, in medicine, manufacturing, communications, agriculture, and national security. At this October workshop, federal departments and agencies showcased their commitment to strengthen coordination on high-impact LEO ventures by coalescing efforts through a LEO National Laboratory as one of the many customers of commercial space products and services, planning and preparing diverse research ideas, including biomanufacturing, tissue engineering, and studying immune cell aging, to sustain a U.S. presence in LEO in advance of the planned retirement of the ISS. Discussing safety protocols and standards to ensure timely access and flight safety to, within, and through LEO, and working closely across the federal government to develop innovative solutions that could enhance space and situational awareness, reduce operational risks, and enable faster emergency response. So this workshop enabled new ideas for the development of LEO, provided opportunities for R&D on novel concepts, and encouraged the formation of new teams within the federal government. So let me talk about those new teams, which we now call our micro working groups within the LEO Interagency Working Group at the White House. This group covers advanced manufacturing, which is led by NASA and NSF, the LEO Advanced Materials R&D, which is led by AFRL, Commercial Basic and Applied Research and Development, which is led by NSF, NASA, the FDA, and the ISS National Laboratory, Education, which is led by FAA, Human Systems, Biological Tissue, and Bioengineering, Agricultural R&D, which is led by the ISS National Laboratory and NIH, and Physical Science, Transportation, Phenomenon, Thermal and Combustion R&D, which is led by NSF. I asked this prestigious group to share with me the priorities they've discovered in their respective groups, which I'd like to share with you all here today. Microgravity is a game changer for development of advanced materials, of new biomanufacturing technologies that could bring direct benefits to millions of us here on Earth. This rings true for any country that invests the time and the resources needed to master it. We need a multi-agency focus and investment in technologies that maximize the benefits of LEO and in the national infrastructure needed to support to build upon the investments that others are already putting into these very few select concepts. We may not know yet, or we may not be able to grasp exactly the scale of the potential growth that lays before us. Following the past 2 decades of constructing and learning how to utilize the International Space Station, research conducted aboard the International Space Station is now yielding promising results in human health, the biological sciences, and agriculture that could bring benefits to humans on Earth, as you all heard this morning. For example, groundbreaking discoveries in medicine using microgravity-based models of human tissues are addressing some of the most challenging diseases of our time, including cancer and neurodegenerative diseases. Microgravity accelerates disease processes and allows for more rapid discovery of novel pathways for drug targeting and treatment. Let that sink in. Groundbreaking discoveries in medicine using microgravity. Okay, sign me up, y'all. I am here for this. This is awesome. Okay, yes, clap. That's amazing. I mean, who would have thought of that? Okay. So likewise, the development of technologies supporting growth of a broad range of agricultural crops in microgravity is uncovering critical aspects of gravity-related plant development and metabolic processes. Such fundamental research will be important for breeding and optimizing crops suitable for high-density production, plant biomaterials development, and controlled environment agricultural farming systems. Demand by the government agencies for microgravity research is increasing. It is important to support this growing need for resources and infrastructure, of course, in LEO to maintain the U.S. leadership and challenges in addressing our greatest health and nutritional challenges. Amazing progress for microgravity. It is time to scale up our infrastructure to achieve the societal impacts, the economic gains, resilience, and security. If we seize this opportunity to build enduring microgravity research and development platforms of the future, we will promote U.S. leadership in space. We will find answers to questions that we do not yet know how to ask. And we will make scientific breakthroughs for the good of all humanity. Space knows no borders. It belongs to all of us. It's not just the United States. We have to work together. But we in the United States have a critical role to play. We have to empower the groundbreaking national, international, commercial, and academic scientific research and technology development through sustained investment and providing access to LEO. And lastly, we have to get the next generation of our space workforce ready. We have to increase the outreach and engagement with our pre-kindergarten to our 12th grade students interested in space, particularly for students who have backgrounds and historically underrepresented in STEM fields. So, I heard we have students here today. Can you raise your hands if you're a student? Raise them high. Look around. Thank you. So I have a message. I have a message for you students. You will bring new ideas to the table, and I cannot wait to see what you achieve, okay? And I heard that Thursday is focused to the students in the STEM, and I am so excited to hear that, so well done, okay? Okay, and so I just wanted to share a little personal story, okay? Because I know I'm preaching to you all, but I'm also doing my part with the STEM, okay? I have an 8-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son. So any chance I could drag them to a space event or speak to their school, I do. So I was actually fortunate enough to bring them to the Goju weather satellite launch a few weeks ago, okay, at the Cape. Who was there? Was anyone there? At the Cape? Goju launch? Okay, it was awesome. Okay, fine. No one was there. Okay, it's on YouTube or something. Okay, so after the SpaceX Falcon Heavy lifted off the launch pad, I looked at my son, who's 4, mind you, and asked him what he thought. And he said, "Mom, I had my eyes closed. I was scared." I was like, "Oh my God, take you to a launch. You don't even watch it. Okay, he needs a little more work. Fine." Okay, but in all seriousness, thank you for welcoming me to your community. I am new, and for having me here to speak today. And to the ISSRDC organizers for putting on such an important event. And to Christy in particular, thank you. She saved me yesterday. We'll talk about that at the bar later. And thank you all. Thank you all for being here today and for you lending your expertise and your ideas to this critical community. I'm here to listen and to absorb all the incredible work that you are doing and all the ideas that you have. So I will be here through tomorrow afternoon, so please come introduce yourself and ask me questions that you have. And I want to hear from you how I can be the most helpful to enable this community to continue to thrive. Thank you.
Welcome back, Jessica Gajan.
Thank you so much to Dr. Meehan for that inspirational speech just before, for being here with us today, and for all of your work and dedication. You are a true inspiration. Each year at this conference, NASA and the ISS National Lab recognize individuals and organizations for scientific and technological investigations that contribute to the innovative utilization of the ISS. It's time to give out our International Space Station Awards. Join me in welcoming back to the stage the ISS National Lab's Ray Lugo, along with Dr. Mike Roberts and Dr. Donna Roberts, ISS National Lab's Deputy Chief Scientist, to the stage.
You want to switch? Thank you, everyone. We're really excited to be here today, and I get to do something that I find is really, really special, and that is to announce the award winners. You know, for 25 years, the International Space Station has been enabling compelling research, cutting-edge innovation, technology development, and here at this conference, we get to recognize the people who have made all that happen. There are 2 types of awards that we're going to be presenting throughout the conference. One is innovation, and one is for compelling results. And the two awards that we're going to be presenting today are for compelling results. These recognize cutting-edge research projects that have been published, with results published over the past year, and so we're very excited to recognize these winners. The first winner is Dr. Kat Jamieson. This is the International Space Station National Lab Compelling Results Award in Biology and Medicine. Dr. Kat Jamieson is at the University of California, San Diego. She conducted a series of investigations examining the development of cancer and methods for detecting and treating it. One investigation that sent stem cells into space confirmed that the stress of microgravity activates a cloning gene, ADR1, that rapidly increases tumor growth. The team's latest mission treated breast cancer samples with a drug that inhibited the ADR1, and this result shows that a drug blocks cancer growth more effectively than previous treatments and makes it a potential kill switch for cancer. So we're very excited about this, your discovery. Thank you for your work. Our next award is to Dr. Sheetal Bhavnani at Auburn University. He is awarded the ISS National Lab Compelling Results Award in Physical Sciences and Material Development for the asymmetric, sawtooth, and cavity-enhanced nucleation-driven transport investigation. His work could improve passive cooling systems which boil fluid and transfer heat via the bubbles it creates. The lack of buoyancy in microgravity reduces the efficiency of this heat transfer, and devices can be damaged as a result. The investigation showed that putting tiny teeth or ratchets on the heated surface increases bubble movement and enhances heat transfer. This type of design could help prevent heat damage to electronic devices used in space. So, again, congratulations. Join us for the remaining award ceremonies tomorrow and Thursday to hear more about the incredible work that's being done on the space station. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to the award winners for their hard work and dedication to scientific research, space exploration, and the future. And there are more awards to come. During each day of the conference, we'll be acknowledging compelling results and excellent work, so stay tuned. And now, it's time for a quick break before we begin our afternoon lineup. You're free to step outside for a bit, perhaps catch up on those emails, and network in the Marketplace Expo until 1:40 when we return to the main session room for our Day 1 plenary, Trailblazing New Frontiers in Science in the Space Station. Thank you so much, and see you at 1:40. Before we go, please enjoy this video from our gold sponsor, VAST.